things that Sigma males would never reveal. Sigma males, the enigmatic, independent thinkers of the pack, harbor secrets that even the most astute observer struggles to discern. Their reticence is not mere mystery but a calculated veil, shielding their innermost thoughts from the world's prying eyes. These individuals, often misunderstood as aloof or detached, are, in fact, fiercely protective of their vulnerabilities, guarding them with a zeal that borders on obsession. To a Sigma male, revealing these hidden truths would be akin to surrendering their autonomy, a prospect more daunting than the solitude they so comfortably inhabit. Behind their stoic facade lies a labyrinth of emotions, experiences, and fears, carefully concealed from those who fail to earn their trust. Their reluctance to divulge stems not from a lack of depth, but from a deep-seated belief that true strength lies in preserving their inner sanctum, unblemished by external influence. So what are these secrets, these untold truths that Sigma males keep under lock and key? Join us as we delve into the enigma that is the Sigma male, unraveling the mysteries that define their existence. Number 30. Sigma men often find themselves drawn to creative pursuits. Whether it's writing, painting, music, or another form of artistic expression, they have a deep appreciation for the arts. Creativity allows them to explore their thoughts and emotions in a meaningful way, giving them a sense of purpose and fulfillment. They may not always share their creative endeavors with others, preferring to keep them private. However, these creative outlets play a crucial role in their lives, providing a much-needed outlet for self-expression. Number 29. Sigma men are skilled at staying calm in stressful situations. They have a knack for keeping a cool head, even when others are panicking. This ability to remain composed under pressure makes them valuable in crisis situations, where quick thinking and decisive action are needed. Sigma men approach stressful situations with a sense of logic and reason, allowing them to assess the situation and determine the best course of action. While they may feel stress like anyone else, they are adept at managing it and not letting it overwhelm them. Number 28. Sigma men are experts at gaining control of their emotions. They understand the power of emotions in influencing behavior and are skilled at keeping them in check. This ability allows them to remain calm and rational, even in the face of intense emotions. They are not immune to feeling anger, sadness, or fear, but they are able to process these emotions in a healthy way. Sigma men see emotions as valuable information, but not something to be controlled by. They are in tune with their feelings but are not ruled by them, allowing them to make decisions based on logic and reason rather than impulse. Number 27. Sigma men are adept at identifying flaws, both in themselves and others. They have a keen eye for detail and can quickly spot areas that need improvement. While this ability can be valuable in many situations, it can also be a source of frustration for Sigma men, as they may find themselves focusing on the negatives rather than the positives. Sigma men strive for excellence in everything they do and are constantly seeking ways to improve themselves and their surroundings. While this drive for perfection can be demanding, it also pushes them to achieve great things. Number 26. Sigma men are always thinking ahead. They have a strategic mindset that allows them to anticipate future challenges and plan accordingly. This ability to see the bigger picture helps them make informed decisions and avoid potential pitfalls. Sigma men are not content to simply react to events as they unfold. They prefer to be proactive and take control of their destiny. This forward-thinking mentality sets them apart and gives them a competitive edge in many aspects of life. Number 25. Sigma men often find themselves in leadership roles, not because they seek them out, but because others naturally gravitate towards their calm, confident demeanor. They lead by example, showing dedication, integrity, and a strong work ethic. Their leadership style is not flashy or attention-seeking. Instead, it's quiet and effective, focused on getting the job done with minimal drama. They excel in roles where they can make a difference through their actions rather than their words, inspiring those around them to do their best. Number 24. Sigma men are masters of self-discipline. They have a strong sense of purpose and are unwavering in their pursuit of their goals. They set high standards for themselves and work tirelessly to achieve them. They don't seek validation from others. Their motivation comes from within. They are not easily swayed by external pressures or distractions, staying focused on what truly matters to them. This self-discipline extends to all areas of their life, from their work to their personal relationships. They are reliable and consistent, earning them the respect and admiration of those around them. Number 23. Sigma men are skilled at adapting to new situations. They thrive in environments that require quick thinking and flexibility. When faced with unexpected challenges, they remain calm and composed, assessing the situation and devising a plan of action. They are not afraid to step outside of their comfort zone, seeing every new experience as an opportunity for growth. Their ability to adapt makes them valuable team members, able to handle whatever comes their way with grace and efficiency. Number 22. Sigma men are highly observant and attentive to detail. They notice things that others often overlook, picking up on subtle cues and patterns. This keen sense of observation helps them in their decision-making process, allowing them to anticipate problems before they arise and make well-informed choices. They are adept at reading people and situations, often knowing what someone is thinking or feeling before it is expressed. This ability to see the bigger picture while also paying attention to the finer details sets them apart and gives them an edge in many aspects of life. Number 21. Sigma men are independent thinkers who march to the beat of their own drum. They are not swayed by popular opinion or trends, preferring to form their own judgments based on logic and reason. They are not afraid to challenge the status quo, often questioning why things are done a certain way and seeking more efficient or effective alternatives. This independent mindset can sometimes make them seem aloof or detached, but in reality they are deeply committed to their principles and values. They value freedom and autonomy, preferring to carve their own path rather than follow the crowd. Number 20. Sigma men are adept at learning new skills quickly. They have a natural curiosity and a thirst for knowledge that drives them to constantly seek out new information and experiences. They excel in environments where they can learn and grow, thriving on the challenge of mastering something new. They approach learning with a methodical and strategic mindset, breaking down complex concepts into manageable parts. This ability to quickly grasp new ideas and techniques sets them apart and allows them to adapt to changing circumstances with ease. Number 19. Sigma men are experts at reading people. They have a keen intuition that allows them to pick up on subtle cues and signals, giving them insight into others' thoughts and feelings. This ability to understand people's motivations and intentions makes them skilled negotiators and mediators, able to navigate complex social dynamics with ease. While they may not always show their emotions outwardly, they are deeply empathetic and attuned to the needs of those around them. This skill makes them valued friends and confidants, as they can offer thoughtful advice and support. Number 18. Sigma men often struggle with imposter syndrome. Despite their many talents and accomplishments, they may feel like they don't deserve their success or that they are somehow faking their way through life. This feeling of being a fraud can be overwhelming at times, leading them to downplay their achievements or avoid taking on new challenges. They may constantly seek validation from others, looking for reassurance that they are indeed capable and deserving. Overcoming imposter syndrome is an ongoing process for Sigma men, requiring them to recognize their worth and value their own abilities. Number 17. Sigma men face constant pressure to stay independent. They value their freedom and autonomy above all else, often resisting anything that threatens to encroach upon it. This can make them appear aloof or distant, as they are hesitant to rely too heavily on others. They prefer to handle things on their own, believing that they are the most capable of meeting their own needs. While this independence serves them well in many aspects of life, it can also be isolating at times, making it difficult for them to ask for help when they need it. Learning to balance their desire for independence with the benefits of collaboration is a constant struggle for Sigma men. Number 16. Sigma men are skilled at gaining control of situations. They have a knack for assessing a scenario quickly and understanding how to influence it to achieve their desired outcome. This ability often comes from their deep understanding of human behavior and their strategic thinking. They can remain calm under pressure, allowing them to make rational decisions even in chaotic situations. Sigma men are not control freaks, but they do value having a sense of control over their own lives and circumstances. Number 15. Sigma men are experts at learning at incredible speeds. They have a natural aptitude for picking up new skills and information, often mastering them in a fraction of the time it takes others. This ability comes from their deep curiosity and thirst for knowledge, which drives them to seek out new challenges and experiences. They approach learning with a methodical and strategic mindset, breaking down complex concepts into manageable parts. This allows them to quickly grasp the underlying principles and apply them in practical ways. Sigma men see learning as a lifelong journey and are always seeking to expand their knowledge and abilities. Number 14. Sigma men are masters of manipulation of emotions. They understand the power of emotions in influencing behavior and are skilled at using this to their advantage. Whether it's calming a tense situation or inspiring others to action, Sigma men know how to evoke the right emotions at the right time. However, they use this skill responsibly, never manipulating others for personal gain. Instead, they use their emotional intelligence to build strong relationships and create positive outcomes. Number 13. Sigma men are hard to read. They have a knack for keeping their true thoughts and feelings hidden, often presenting a calm and collected exterior even when turmoil rages within. This can make them seem mysterious or aloof to others, but in reality they are simply selective about who they let into their inner circle. Sigma men value their privacy and prefer to keep their thoughts and feelings to themselves unless they trust someone implicitly. This can make it challenging for others to get to know them, but those who do are rewarded with a loyal and trustworthy friend. Number 12. Sigma men often struggle with trust issues. They have been let down or betrayed in the past, leading them to be cautious about who they let into their inner circle. While they may appear friendly and outgoing on the surface, they are selective about who they truly trust. This can make it difficult for them to form deep connections with others, as they are constantly on guard against being hurt again. Sigma men value loyalty above all else and are fiercely protective of those they care about. It takes time and effort to earn their trust, but once you do, you have a loyal and dedicated friend for life. Number 11. Sigma men find it difficult to ask for help. They are fiercely independent and prefer to handle things on their own. While they are more than willing to offer help to others, they struggle to admit when they need assistance themselves. This can be a source of frustration for them, as they may find themselves overwhelmed by trying to do everything alone. Sigma men value self-reliance and see asking for help as a sign of weakness. However, they are learning that it is okay to lean on others from time to time, and that true strength comes from knowing when to ask for support. Number 10. Sigma men often overthink things. They have a tendency to analyze situations from every angle, trying to anticipate every possible outcome. While this can be a valuable skill in certain situations, it can also lead to paralysis by analysis. Sigma men may find themselves stuck in indecision, unable to move forward until they have considered every possible option. This can be frustrating for them, as they value efficiency and productivity. However, they are learning to trust their instincts more, and to accept that not every decision needs to be perfect. Number 9. Sigma men struggle in finding a partner who aligns with their values. They have strong beliefs and principles and are looking for someone who shares these same ideals. This can make dating challenging for them, as they are not willing to settle for someone who does not meet their standards. Sigma men value authenticity and are looking for a partner who is genuine and sincere. They are not interested in superficial connections and are willing to wait for the right person to come along. While this can be frustrating at times, Sigma men believe that the wait will be worth it when they find someone who truly understands and appreciates them. Number 8. Sigma men often experience imposter syndrome. Despite their many talents and accomplishments, they may feel like they don't deserve their success or that they are somehow faking their way through life. This feeling of being a fraud can be overwhelming at times, leading them to downplay their achievements or avoid taking on new challenges. They may constantly seek validation from others, looking for reassurance that they are indeed capable and deserving. Overcoming imposter syndrome is an ongoing process for Sigma men, requiring them to recognize their worth and value their own abilities. Number 7. Sigma men are masters at enjoying their alone time. While some people might feel uncomfortable being alone even for an hour, Sigma men relish these moments. They see alone time as essential for recharging, like plugging in a phone after a long day. They don't feel lonely instead. They view this time as an opportunity to think deeply and sort out their thoughts. Whether they're listening to music or simply sitting in silence, they find peace in these moments. They use this time to plan their next moves and contemplate life from every angle. Far from being antisocial, this alone time helps them find focus and clarity, allowing them to be more present and focused when they're with others. Sigma men don't need constant interaction to feel energized. They regain their energy when they're alone. Number 6. When a Sigma man gives you advice, it's not off the cuff, it's carefully considered. Behind those simple words lies a mind that has turned things over 100 times. Sigma men absorb information and think through problems thoroughly before speaking up. They weigh every option and consider all the angles, ensuring that their advice isn't just good, but the best. They feel responsible for helping others make the best decisions and put all their effort into giving advice that makes sense. Sigma men believe in quality over quantity, which is why their advice often feels so spot on. Number 5. Sigma men thrive on logic and reason. They love when things make sense and follow a clear path. When faced with arguments that skip over logic and leap to wild ideas, they feel stressed. They try to follow along, but it's hard when the points don't connect. While they won't tell you that your arguments are illogical because they don't want to hurt your feelings, deep down it drives them nuts. Sigma men prefer calm, logical discussions where ideas can be dissected and understood. Instead of arguing back, they'll likely drop the subject entirely. It's easier for them to stay quiet and avoid a headache than to get into a pointless debate. They believe in looking at the facts, analyzing the situation, and coming to a grounded conclusion. Number 4. Birthdays are not a big deal for Sigma men. They don't need grand celebrations or attention. They keep things low-key and find joy in simple things. The best gift for them is a day spent doing what they love with the people they care about. They cherish moments spent with loved ones far more than any material gift. They won't be disappointed if you forget their birthday. They'd probably forget it too if they weren't reminded. Sigma men don't need external validation or big celebrations to feel valued. Their self-worth comes from within, not from the attention of others. They are wired differently and stay true to themselves, even if it means not wanting the spotlight. Number 3. Sigma men work harder than you'd think to appear normal when needed. In situations where they have no choice but to blend in, like family gatherings or meetings, they put on a mask and play the part. They work to appear normal, not because they're weird, but because they see no point in standing out when they don't need to. They're often misunderstood, and it can be exhausting trying to explain themselves to others. So instead, they put on a mask and play the part. This mask can look a lot like what's considered normal in society, even if it doesn't feel authentic to them. They're not being fake, they're just doing what needs to be done to avoid drawing unwanted attention. Sigma men aren't antisocial, they just pick and choose their moments to be part of the group. Number 2. Small talk drains Sigma men. They find it boring and draining to talk about pointless things. They might stand there, smile and nod, all while feeling their energy tank emptying fast. They'd never say it to your face, but inside, every bit of small talk feels like someone is hitting the snooze button on their brain. Small talk doesn't serve any purpose for them. They need meaningful conversations that get their minds going. They'd rather be alone with their thoughts than get stuck in a conversation about what's on TV. Small talk doesn't just bore them, it actually stresses them out. They'd prefer to stay silent than talk just for the sake of it. Sigma men become masters of timing their trips to avoid meaningless exchanges. They might even take the long way around just to avoid a chatty neighbor. While they're not rude or antisocial, small talk is something they can't stand the most. Number 1, Sigma men feel emotions deeply, but they hide them. Emotions run deep and powerful for them, just like everyone else, but they don't show it on their faces. When something makes them incredibly happy, it's like fireworks go off inside, but outside, you might just see a small smile. They could be deeply in love, but they won't shout it from the rooftops. They'll quietly show it in small, meaningful ways. Sigma men are experts at keeping a lid on their emotions. They don't feel the need to share every thought that crosses their mind. They process everything internally and keep moving forward. This ability helps them stay calm in stressful situations, but it also means they carry a lot on their own. They might lay awake at night, replaying events and feelings, sorting through their emotions alone. Sigma men care a lot, they just express it differently. Thank you for your attention. You can now become a member of the channel by clicking the Join button under this video.